everyone, welcome back to the Storytime family. How are you today? Have you had your daily dose of sunshine? Did you have lots of fun playing outside? Did you get to play in a park or did you play in a yard? I hope you're ready to sit down and read a book now. Today we have a book called The Garden of Hope by Isabel, Otter and Rewse. Let's get started, shall we? The Garden of Hope. Things had changed since Mom had been gone. The house was untidy. Maya, Dad, and Pip were a bit of a mess, and the garden had become wild and overgrown. Dad was trying his best, but sometimes it was hard to remember all the things that needed doing. Maya sometimes felt lonely, but luckily she had Pip. Of course, there were moments when it was impossible not to miss Mom. When Maya felt sad, Dad was always there for a bear hug. He was a great storyteller, and he told Maya tales of magic and adventures in faraway lands. She particularly enjoyed the stories where Dad wove her and Pip into the plot as brave characters. One afternoon, Maya was feeling sad and a little bit anxious. Dad said it was time for a story. This one was going to be about Mom. Maya stopped biting her nails and looked up. Dad hardly ever told stories about Mom. "Do you know your mom used to worry about things too, don't you, Maya?" said Dad. "Whenever she felt upset, she would go outside, plant some seeds, and wait for them to grow into something new and beautiful. Your mom knew that by the time the seeds had grown, those worries would have faded away. She called them her seeds of hope." On the table were several packets of seeds. Dad and Maya looked out at the overgrown garden and shared a smile. Maya started in the potting shed. It was full of dust and cobwebs, but she soon found what she needed. Next, she began to busily pull out weeds. The garden had been unloved for a long time, and the weeds had tangled themselves over everything. At last, the ground was ready. It was time to plant the first seed. Maya chose the packet with a bright sunflower on the front. It was Mom's favorite flower. As she dug a hole, Maya thought about Dad's story. She dropped the first seed in, closed her eyes, and hoped. Some days were harder than others for Maya, but thinking about the garden made her feel calm. When the first small green shoot appeared, Maya felt a rush of happiness. The seed had become something new and beautiful. Sometimes Pip tried to help in his own way. Luckily, holes could be filled in again. Sometimes Dad felt angry or upset. Then he joined Maya in the garden and they planted seeds together. Buds were starting to appear on some of the plants. Maya spent all her time outside, rain or shine, nurturing her garden. In turn, the garden repaid Maya's love by making her feel lighter and happier than she had ever felt in a long time. Maya now had some fully grown plants and flowers as well as seedlings. The flowers began to bloom, and this attracted new visitors. First came the bees and the butterflies. Then came ladybirds, dragonflies, and beetles. Birds arrived, and with them voles and hedgehogs. Finally came rabbits, squirrels, and foxes. The garden was humming, hopping, buzzing, and bursting with life. Maya had transformed the garden into a place of beauty once more. Mom had been right. Maya had forgotten the worries she had planted with the seeds. The garden had carried them away. Things had changed since Mom had been gone. The house was still untidy. Maya, Dad, and Pip were still rather a mess. But something felt different. For the first time in a long while, there was hope. Dad and Maya looked out at the beautiful garden and shared a smile. Wasn't that such a beautiful story? I love it. That was the Garden of Hope. Hope you felt good reading it with me. If you'd like a copy of this beautiful book, the links are in the description below. If you like to hear more stories like this, do subscribe and give us a like and leave us a comment. We always love to hear from you. Till we see you again, you take care of yourself and your family. Bye-bye. I Love You Wherever You Are by T.A. Comfort. Let's get started. I love you wherever you are. Little bug, it's been true from the start. From the first time I held you in my arms, I looked at you. I gave you my whole heart. Little bug, this will always be true. I love you wherever you are. And when we're driving in a car with lots of stops and lots of starts, you have the compass of my heart. Little bug, it's true on the road too. I love you wherever you are. And when you're playing in the yard with toys and friends and a Saint Bernard, you have the joy in my heart. Little bug, it's true in good times too. I love you wherever you are. And when it's getting cold and dark enough to see the moon and stars, you have the warm light of my heart. Little bug, it's true in the cold too. I love you wherever you are. And when life starts to feel a little hard, when it seems like things could fall apart, you have the shelter of my heart. Little bug, it's true in tough times too. I love you wherever you are. And if we're ever far apart, even if it feels like the farthest of far, little bug, you are always in my heart. It's true in the wide open blue. I love you wherever you are. Remember my love when you look at the stars. You have my light. You have my heart. On good days and bad days, near or far, my little one, my beautiful bug, I love you wherever you are. Hope you enjoyed I Love You Wherever You Are. When you buy a copy of this book, it also comes with a bag of these cute little stars that you can stick on your ceiling so that it'll always remind you that you are so loved. Thank you so much for reading with us. If you enjoyed this book, do give us a like and subscribe if you haven't. We have lots in store for you next. We have lots of books in store for you. leave us a comment. Also, don't forget to leave us a comment. We love to hear from you. We'll see you again soon. Till then, take care of yourself and your family. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Let's get started, shall we?